Well, Scream Factory has just announced a limited edition run of the 1990 horror film Watchers 2.
From a top-secret government laboratory come two genetically altered life forms. One is a dog of astonishing intelligence. The other, a hybrid monster of a brutally violent nature.
Limited to just 1,500 units, I immediately pre-ordered the film and had it delivered to my mailbox within 3 days. Now that's the fastest I've ever received an order from Scream Factory. Pretty impressive. So how does this low-budget, straight-to-video horror flick hold up? Pretty damned well, actually. Let's take a closer look. Watchers 2 is a sequel in name only to the previous film, which starred the late Corey Haim. The basic plot of the sequel is similar to the first movie. Now, the original Watchers was based on the best-selling novel by Dean Koontz, a book I haven't actually read. But this sequel is apparently a bit more faithful to the book than the previous film. A genetically modified golden retriever escapes from a secret government research facility. In addition to the dog, named Einstein, a genetically modified creature, called the Outsider, also escapes. Now the creature has a psychic link to the dog and wants to kill it. A fugitive soldier, played by Mark Singer of Beastmaster and V fame, is actually saved by Einstein during an encounter with the creature. So Paul and Einstein are stalked by the monster and eventually join up with a scientist, played by Tracy Scoggins, from Demonic Toys. The creature leaves a trail of bodies in its wake as it stalks our heroes and zeroes in on poor Einstein. I love the first Watchers film and watched it regularly as a kid, and I still remember coming across this sequel at the video store and being so excited to check it out. And I gotta say, this movie really holds up. I had so much fun revisiting this. The film was scripted by Michael Ferris and John Brancato, who would go on to write Terminator 3: Rise of the Machines and Terminator Salvation. Pretty interesting. Mark Singer does a great job as our lead, and I found his character to be very likable. Actually, I think the whole cast is pretty solid here. But of course, Einstein the dog really steals the show. He's just so cute, typing messages on the computer with a pencil and communicating with the leads. I love it. The film moves along at a lightning pace and is nicely directed by Thierry Knotts. I love the moody look during the climax with the blue lighting and shafts of light. It's good stuff. Although not overly gory, we do get some nice death scenes and suspenseful sequences. So, any issues? Well, I do feel like the film lost just a little bit of steam in the third act. Nothing major though. The creature itself was cool in a cheesy B-movie kind of way, but I wish it had been shown more sparingly. In the first film, they did just that, showing just the claws, the eyes, silhouette, that sort of thing. And I feel like that would have been more effective here. But overall, I was very happy with this one. This is a really solid movie, and it doesn't deserve all the negative reviews it seems to get. Seriously, check this one out. It's a lot of fun. Scream Factory has remastered the film in 2K from the Inner Positive. The results are great with excellent detail and clarity. Now, the original camera negative is always preferred, but this is still a great presentation, and far superior to that old out-of-print DVD version. As I mentioned earlier, this release is limited to just 1,500 units. So you know what that means. Not much in the way of special features. Actually, Scream Factory lists no features at all, but this did include a trailer and the option of watching this in full screen or widescreen. Since this was originally released straight to video back in the day, I think it's pretty cool that we have the option of watching it in its original full frame aspect ratio. No reversible art is included, just a collection of images from the film, which is nice. Watchers 2 is an underrated little horror movie, and I had an absolute blast revisiting this. Picture quality is excellent, and I'm happy to finally have this in my collection. But it is a shame we didn't get some special features with this release. This movie really deserves it. And I have to say, we really need the first movie on Blu-ray as well. Come on, Scream Factory, what are you waiting for? But in the meantime, I definitely snatch this one up while you can.